Out of all of those, let's also take a look here at the dollar index potential long here. I think the cleanest trade currently is looking for a short in the euro, and that is the only trade we have. We'll see what we have here Wednesday after the close, and we'll see what kind of market move we get and what adjustments we need to make. But this was our only future setup heading into the election. Now, this was not a decision to de-risk. If we had had 14 futures trades heading into the election, we would have looked to trade them all. That's fine. You might want to consider risk. It's up to you to figure out what's that look like in your personal risk management framework. But this was not our decision to just not trade because we were concerned about risk. That was not the thought. So our thinking was here, we had a bear flag in the euro, and we've been watching a lot of currencies. There's a little bit of nuance here in related markets. And for you stock traders, this also applies to stocks, because like a lot of times we'll see setups, you see a bunch of energy stocks that kind of have the same setup. You see a bunch of financials that kind of have the same setup. I'm not going to continue to name industries. That's silly. Our assessment was that this bear flag in the euro, and this was, I'm going to take the grid off here. This was a pattern that had developed here with a false entry that we participated in, and sometimes it's unavoidable. Pre-election, we had this set up, and I'm sorry for the half the bar on the chart, but you can figure it out today. And if you hear me talking a little bit funny, it's because I'm juggling some spreadsheets behind the scenes to make this happen. So this is a really big move. Our stop was wide in anticipation, not super wide, but a little bit wider, just because of how we were assessing the volatility risk. And our 1 hour target was easily hit. 2 hour target was popped. Correct stops, you have a little bit of a range here you can use for stops between 1 spot 084 to 1 spot 0815. So I think you can get away with a stop in here. We're going to give it a little bit more room to see what kind of extension we can get here. We also had mentioned the bear flag setup in the yen, had encouraged people to not think about both of those, but this broke also. It's a big volatility adjusted move. It's a 4.3 on the max spike, but the euro was the clear winner here, closing with a 7.2. And let's also jump over.